Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back for the last time tonight, unless we get a draw or something like that. We're about to enter the last game of the night. We're currently tied 1-1 between Minigun and Apocalypse. I'm Axel Toss, joined by Axel. I've been having a fantastic evening. Hopefully you guys are enjoying yourselves. Thanks for staying up late with us. Of course, I think it's approaching midnight, maybe?
Yes.
In the Eastern time zone of America. But the players are ready. I'm going to start game. I hope that's okay with you, Nick.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Let's do it. Let's do it. Game number 3, the deciding map. Minigun, so convincing game number 1. So convincing game number 2 until the last 30 seconds when he just doesn't keep an eye on his opponent's army.
Yeah.
Gets caught in that base trade situation, which is, I mean, he obviously wanted to avoid it. It's not like he wanted the base trade. He wanted to attack and kill Apocalypse, and he wanted Apocalypse's army to be back there defending where he could kill it. Just didn't realize it was on the far right side of the map and snuck in.
All right, guys, it all comes down to this game. The winner will advance on to the round of 16 of the WCS Premier League Season 1, WCS America, that is. The loser will drop to the Challenger League in 3rd place in the group. Oops, don't want that. Of course, thanks to Blizzard for the customized UI. But here we are. And to introduce the players in the top right-hand location, we have the Blue Terran players down 0-1 to start out this series. Came back and won Game 2 with some nifty counterattack play. Representing Team Quantic Gaming, hailing from Korea, he is Apocalypse. His opponent in the bottom left-hand location, trying to be a hero from the United States of America. Many are saying very few Americans will advance to the round of 16. Can he prove them all wrong right here, right now? Representing Team Root Gaming, he is Minigun.
So, Apocalypse mixing it up, going for Command Center first.
Probe scout this time. Or is he doing the Stargate thing? That'd be too early of a probe, wouldn't it? No, it's not.
No,
oh,
it's
just
not.
scouting for Apocalypse.
No, the probe time, I mean, he's
usually after
proxies.
Gateway.
Yeah. Oh.
He's just scouting for proxies.
It depends if you want to do both, because he could have had this right up to the top right and proxied at the top. If you wanted to do the super fast one, the second pylon, that's not as common against Terran. Yeah. Against Terran, if you do the proxy Stargate, it's normally the 3rd pylon. But in PvP, there's this build where you actually proxy your 2nd pylon and you cut probes to get like the fastest Stargate possible. Well, not literally, because you actually want to have more than like 3 probes, but extremely fast Stargate with proxying off the 2nd pylon.
Right.
But no, he's not going to do that. He's aware that Apocalypse does some funky things, and he wanted to make sure it wasn't a proxy Marauder rush or a very fast proxy Reaper rush. Those are the 2 things he was scouting for with that scout.
Now this is really interesting. Apocalypse, like pretty much doing the opposite of what he did the last game.
Yes.
Going for Command Center first on the low ground and following it up with 2 racks. I think this is a build he decided to do based on how this best of 3 has gone.
Oh yeah,
and based on what,
and especially based on his reputation, right? He does all these crazy things.
Yeah,
and we saw it last game.
Always
right?
Reapers usually.
Yeah, and last game that weird stim follow up. You know, the game before it, a very fast reactor factory off of 1 base. So he plays 2, you know, very heavy 1 base builds in a row, and then throws in Command Center first. It's a great way to play a series. Minigun's even chrono boosting out his Sentry. You know, in anticipation, he wants both Sentry and Zell out in time to stop a Reaper.
Zell took out an SCV.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen too often. Now, in seeing the SCV scout, he might be able to be like, all right, what are you doing, man? Why aren't you doing a Reaper opening?
Yes.
So he might, as strange as that sounds, just based upon seeing the SCV, he might know it's a fast command center. As crazy as that sounds.
He might.
He might. It's not an assumption you want to make,
yeah, or it could be like a fast Banshee or like,
right.
Who knows?
As
this is Apocalypse.
That's true.
I don't know. I mean, Minigun maybe have studied enough Apocalypse games. He's got a really strong feel for exactly how everything opens. Most, of course, staying back defensively this game. So there's still no information. And actually, that's kind of good, because he got the most core a little bit later, and Apocalypse, Command Center first, no add-ons on the barracks, just cranking a lot. He's going to 4 barracks before gas.
It's just the Marines.
Yeah, this is a lot of Marines. And
this is all about baiting that photon overcharge.
He's got a SCV sneaking around the corner.
What if he pulls SCVs with this? Like 3 or 4?
I have no idea.
What do you think? 3 or 4?
I don't think he plans to build bunkers. If he pulls SCVs, it's going to be a lot.
Yeah.
It would be something where you just pulls it.
Overwhelm your
Yeah,
opponent.
but I don't see that working with Photon Overcharge.
Very fast Phoenix Scout. And that's going to be nice.
Oh, yes. As soon as he sees that, I mean, this opening is rare for reasons, because what Terran's doing is they're not sacrificing economy, but they're severely sacrificing tech. And actually, they are sacrificing economy because they could be getting a third command center, right? So they're sacrificing potential economy and potential tech for a lot of Marines early. And the idea is Protoss is so overconfident with Photon Overcharge, you catch them off guard, you force one Photon Overcharge really early, and maybe you have enough Marines you can even ignore it, run in and snipe probes, or you just wait for it to go away. But the Protoss scouts it like Minigun did. He's going to direct his Chrono Boost towards the gateways into warp gates. We can see that right now. He actually just Chrono Boosted both the warp gates. One of them wore off. And doing that will allow him to get enough units.
To Robo Bay, by the way.
Yeah, perfect play.
I wonder if he tries to force field this ramp.
He might, or he might just use Photon
Isn't
Overcharge.
it two? Is it one or two there?
One if you hit it perfectly.
Okay, because I never hit perfectly.
Yeah,
So I'm like, I always assume it's two.
It's harder than like a ramp on your main to hit perfectly.
Let's see if he hits it perfectly.
Oh.
Okay, he's just going to do two straight up. That's what he wanted to do.
Well,
the Marines going to start targeting down sentries.
Yep,
Microing back the sentries.
Perfect.
Perfect play.
One Zealot and two Force Fields.
So he's going to go
Marines.
for a Colossus timer.
Yeah. Well, he might just... Yeah, there's no forges, so...
Like, because he knows his opponent's gases were so late. He saw the 4 barracks, no progression to factory yet. Not even close to the starport, right?
The only way Apocalypse, I think, with this way this opening has gone, can hold a 2-base dedicated Colossus timing is with a base race. Like, he hides his army in top left and hopes Minigun doesn't see it. Because not only did he skip tack for so long, he even extended that. He's getting a 3rd CC at his 3rd base before factory. He's getting stim before factory. He's getting plus on weapons before factory. Like, he's not going to have... There's going to be 3 Colossi with range and no Vikings, is what it could be.
Range should go down right now if he's going to get it. Yeah, there's range.
Yeah. Minigun, though, it should be... Yeah, he's cutting probes. He's going for it.
Yep. I think this is the right move. I think this is a great call here from Minigun. Losing a Stalker there in the middle.
Yeah.
It's a very important unit. You don't want to lose that guy.
I mean, yeah, I think he's still fine, though, with the fact he killed so many Marines early.
What if Apocalypse gets a really good concave?
It's not going to matter as long as he has force fields. Right. It's Apocalypse is going to be so Marine heavy as well. I mean, if he gets a good flank, if he flanks Minigun so Minigun can't kite backwards, then he can win. But if it's just a concave, Minigun can kite backwards because he has the 9 range versus the shorter range of the bio, and you can force the concave to collapse using a proper micro. Oh, I love this. Sending a probe on the left side. It sees the Marines.
Sees the Marines. It's perfect. That's something that didn't happen in the last game,
yes.
And that would have saved many headaches and many hearts across the world.
There goes additional gateways, going up to 7 gates now. He's definitely looking for that timing.
He wants it right now.
I think he's going to...
fed up with the late games.
Yes.
He's fed up with the base trades.
Oh, there's no reason. If your opponent's playing like this...
He did show the Colossus there, which is interesting.
Yeah. I mean, there's literally going to be 2 Vikings. Oh, he's knocking a 3rd Colossus, going straight into War Prism. Ooh. The Marines are hiding on top left.
No upgrade.
He's going to find him! Wait!
Oh, no!
Did he not see him? What?
Your warriors have engaged.
That is...
Okay.
And Apocalypse just had a sacrificial Marine in the top middle that saw the army, so now counter activated. This is how Apocalypse can win. If he wipes out all the probes, this game could entirely turn around. And where's the Mothership Core went with the attack, so either he has to recall back, which is going to lose.
What if he recalls just a little bit of units?
But what's he going to recall? It's going to be so hard.
Can you watch the Marines heading into the natural expansion? We got the bunker getting taken down. Force fields going down here from Minigun. No Vikings in the air just yet. At the same time, the counterattack is going to happen from those Marines. The Mothership Core getting sniped down by the turret. Is this getting shoved away?
He had enough bunkers. I think Minigun overcommitted there. He should have picked away with the Colossi. I think he was too confident, and he could be paying with that confidence. He dealt with this Marine attack very well.
Yeah, pulling those probes right away. Going back into pro production.
He lost all sentries. He lost Mothership Core. I don't think he had to engage the bunkers like that. With 2 Colossi versus only 2 Vikings, he could have poked in and out with the Colossi and just picked off a lot of units, utilizing that great range.
Meanwhile, Apocalypse has been focusing on upgrades. He saw those Colossus. He's like, I'll hold that off. And he's focusing on his late game.
He's 3 base, double upgrades. Also, this game has totally turned around.
Yeah, Apocalypse is way ahead, I think. Just like that.
He is. I mean, Minigun's going to try this double prong attack here. Warping some Zealots in main if Apocalypse doesn't notice it. Or if he overreacts and then the frontal attack can do too much damage.
That's exactly what Minigun needs to do. He needs to identify the
now
third
he's
base as well.
taking it.
Kiting away from the Marines and Mirage trying to bait him forward. The Vikings coming forward though. Additional sentries as well. Force field's going down. Needs to target down those Vikings and keep that Colossus alive. That's so important. You need that AoE. One Viking remaining. The Colossus very low on health. And now he's going to see the third base continuing to microwave from those SCVs. More force fields going down. But it looks like the Viking has been taken out.
He's getting a lot of SCV kills actually. Apocalypse overextending again. Now the third base is vulnerable.
Oh
the
my
Warp
gosh.
Prism is still waiting to get back into action any moment. Minigun can send it back in. Just focusing though on this
He might
third
take down his
base.
third.
Vikings coming to clear the Warp Prism. Apocalypse is going to give it up. And I think you know, this is a battle of overconfidence. Minigun overconfident, overextends his army in his first attack, loses some key units. Then here Apocalypse overextends, loses so many SCVs, being cut off out of force fields there. That was a really
Does
key
his
moment.
timing still exist for Minigun?
I think he can't kill Apocalypse here, but he can. Actually, no, the Colossi is too hurt. Back away, Minigun. Back away. Back away.
Oh, the stun coming forward. The force field's going to go down.
Why did he leap to bunkers? Actually, can he do this? Is he actually going to win this?
Minigun trying to
think he
retreat
is.
here. He has no force fields, and that means Stim,
no
Marines, and Marauders will catch up. There's a force field going down. Is that going to be a good enough force field? Keep
The
in mind,
Vikings are landing. That means they're all going to die.
keep in mind the upgrades. I don't know if there are any
the upgrades
Colossi,
are so important. You're right.
but
you know-
Minigun barely able to hold. Gosh, this game is so close. 45-44 in favor of Minigun. Still trying to decide, okay, can I engage this? Again, upgrades. Minigun 0-0 to Apocalypse's 1-1. Plus 2 weapons is about to finish. No forges are in production for Minigun. No third.
You know what Minigun has to do here? I feel like because he didn't get the third orbital. Actually, no, he killed the third orbital.
He didn't kill the
Yeah, he can back up and play macro if he wants. Let's do a hard switch in Templar or something.
There's 2 forges in the Twilight right away.
The other thing that's important is Apocalypse having mules is going to mine out his 2 bases before Minigun mines out his 2 bases. That's actually something to note here. If it's an extended 2-base game, Terran has that economic advantage, but it also means they mine out faster if they've been cost inefficient. But it also means, of course, Apocalypse can build units faster with better economy, and that's why he's regained that 20 food advantage, even though it's been an equal base count.
Minigun has 700 minerals. Should be putting down a Nexus, I would imagine. with
Run,
that money.
sell it.
Oh.
Or sell it.
I'll say, I will defend my country. He does.
Oh, Apocalypse checking for the third. See, it's not there. He's waiting for SCV. He's waiting for the probe to start it, then he's going to cancel it. Or he's just going to run in there and say goodbye, probe.
Starting on the pylon. Probe gets out alive. All right, Minigun coming forward here.
I love how he's going straight to High Templar. He knows he's Apocalypse, with 2 bases and mules, he's going to be able to out macro Minigun. He knows Apocalypse has better upgrades, but upgrades and unit count, if you can get Storm, that's a game changer, right? No matter how many armor upgrades, they take the same damage from Storm. No matter how many attack upgrades, if Storm kills them, they can't attack. It's a great potential equalizer. A smart move of Minigun going straight for that Storm.
He hasn't started the upgrade though, which is worrying me.
Is he not going to? I don't think he can win these battles without Storm, honestly.
He doesn't have enough gas.
He's too far
warping in
behind.
more High Templar.
I mean, Archons sometimes, but look at he sees the army. Yeah. Back away.
Okay.
Bring up everything together. The scan sees everything's together now. He's making the Archon.
He's trying to get as many units as possible. Floats on overcharge is going to be pretty important. Marines Marauders sprinting up here. The Colossus doing a lot of damage. No Vikings in this composition, but does Minigun have enough? I don't think so. 131-78. There's the offensive deal, and there's the GG. Well played. Apocalypse takes down Minigun 2-1 after being down 0-1. Minigun trying to pull off the upset, ultimately.
I think the adrenaline got to him. He saw the opening. He knew his build was great against Apocalypse's, and he just wanted to get in there and get that win immediately. And he overextended his sentries and some of his key units in that first attack on the bunkers. And, he had time to pick away with the Colossi first because there wasn't a good Viking count.
Happens.
Yeah, especially in a match like this where it's literally the final map in a best-of-3 series. If you overextend it a little bit too much, Protoss is a race where those units are so hard to replace, right? The sentries, the Colossi, it all costs gas. He still wants to invest gas to catch up on upgrades and other attacks, and he just can't replace it all the time. He falls behind to Apocalypse.
Yeah, Minigun, well fought hard. He's stuck in there. He fell 0-2 to an ST in the beginning of the day. Who knows what that does to your mind? Who knows how much that rattles you? Then able to come back and beat Phoenix in a very close match.
But congratulations to Apocalypse.
Yes,
that
absolutely.
guy, he earned it, man.
Apocalypse, very well played. Of course, 2-0 over Phoenix, and then of course falling to Nesty in the winners match, and then going on to beat Minigun after being down 0-1 And in those crazy situations where he had to get that Marine Marauder counterattack to work. That had to work in Game 2, or it's a very tough game for him.
Yep. So at the end of the day, here are your standings. Nesty, of course, 2-0, 4-0. Expect nothing less from this guy. You know, the big question today coming in was, what is Nesty's form? We haven't seen him in a big tournament for some time. Is he still insanely good? The answer is yes, he is. Plowing through this group without a problem. The other question is, could Minigun or Phoenix, one of these guys from the Americas, could one of them pull an upset against one of the Korean players? Today, the answer is no. Apocalypse comes in second place, losing to ST, but taking the win against both Phoenix and Minigun to advance from the group.
Congrats to Nesty and Apocalypse. Very well performed day for them. I'm sure they're very happy to be advancing the round of 16. You're going to see them at the in-studio event. Of course, Minigun and Phoenix, they will be dropping down to the Challenger League. So keep your eyes on that if you intend to follow them throughout this tournament. But guys, that does it for today. Tomorrow, we're going to have Illusion, Maker, Moonglade, and Alicia, 8 p.m. Eastern. Again, every single day, Monday through Thursday. But coming up next on this stream, what do we got, Nick?
Got Rules of Engagement, and today's Rules of Engagement is going to feature matches from yesterday's WCS America Premier League Round 32 group stage, specifically Group F. Take a look at some of STC's games, some of Snoot's games, some of Vibe's games. A lot of these top players we just saw yesterday analyze exactly why STC and Snoot advanced from the group and why, unfortunately, Vibe and Diagnos fell down.
All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you had a great evening. Hope you had a great night watching StarCraft 2. And again, tune in each and every day at 8 p.m. Eastern. And be sure to check out the other WCSs happening across the world. WCS Korea is well underway, as well as WCS EU. Until tomorrow, guys, again, 8 p.m. Eastern. See you in Rules of Engagement coming up next.